Good morning, and it is Monday, January 10th, and a very fine Monday morning it is. It's chilly outside here, and we are going to go through our watch list. Let me see here. Send a couple messages here. Ba-da-bum-bum. All right, let's go ahead and get with it. Gonna start off with the SPY, which is looking pretty sad actually. 462 is what we're looking at here. I'm gonna do a quick scan. I don't think anything's going to be on here, really. Anything that would be interesting, that is. Well, APR, whatever that is. Oops. 37.15. Ooh, wow. That is a significant, very significant gap up. Is it 29? Atrocious options activity. So I'm guessing that we're not going to do anything with this. PLDK. Just not a whole lot of volume. Okay, VXX. I think I traded this one in 2020, was it? Let me see here. Can you hear me? Sweet. My earbuds are kind of having some issues right now. So, okay. Yes, it's a very stupid Monday morning. go down there. Otherwise, it'll wake up baby. There we go. Oh, the joys of having a 4-year-old in your house. So the market's looking pretty sad this morning. I think it's feeling that it's a Monday morning too. Where'd my coffee go? Oh, here it is. I upped the what do you want to call it? Bit rate on my stream, so hopefully it'll be nice and clear, or even more clear than it was before. Hopefully there won't be any lag, or hardly any lag, I should say. Why is it not letting me chat? I want to put something in the chat. Oh well, whatever. There's just not a whole lot in the scans right now, unfortunately. I should check with... Yeah. It's gapping... Basically, it's gapping up into resistance, which is kind of meh. I mean, I guess it could if it got above 20. That would be nice, but there's a pretty solid floor from previous resistance there. I should say that the floor has become the ceiling at 20. So we'll see. It might. I just, looking at the market as a whole, I don't look at this as a very good breakout day, because the SPY is just dying and the Qs are dying, and they both have actually breached some pretty significant key levels. Oh, I wanted to go to do our scan here. Oh, we actually have... Why is that not on my scan? So Thinkorswim, you cannot trust Thinkorswim very much when it comes to its scanner. I don't know why, but it misses things like this. Closed at 6. So this could be interesting, because this is actually gapped up above a whole bunch of crap, and it's trying to fill this gap right here. Oh, I actually kind of like this for a dip and rip. Let me see here. Where are these levels at? 880 ish. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, okay, so it actually has breached this already. Hey, that's nice. So, Wedbush analyst after Take-Two's Zynga acquisition tells Benzinga that Zynga is worth 12 and Take-Two getting it at more than 20% discount. So, Take-Two has been, whatever Take-Two is acquired by Zynga and... What, bud? What's your question? Did you wake up, baby? Okay. Oh, she will. She's just taking a shower, okay? So just go play downstairs for a little bit. Yeah, she'll bring him down. He'll wake up when she gets out of the shower, okay? Because he just does that. Go down, or you can play in your room, whichever. Okay, so it's up 49%. Wow. TTWO. Let's look at that too. That's down. That's weird. Well, regardless. Um, it does actually, and they're very affordable, especially for a Monday morning. It closed at 6, and the option price at $6 was only $22 per call. So let's see what it does, man. I mean, this could be the top play of the day. Because regardless whether it goes long or short, it has lots of gap to fill. If it breaks 8, it could go back down to 7, which would be a really nice amount. Or if it goes above this pre-market high, well, then it could rip up to, I guess, 950. It's not a whole lot of room. It might have. Let me see here. What's the monthly chart look like? It might have expunged a whole bunch of its energy already. That's the thing that I don't like about the pre-market movers when they move really hard. If it's above 10% or something, then like you have to question, have all of the buyers bought in? And now, or is it just going to be people who have been bag holding since $10, who tried to buy the dip or something? Are they just going to be getting out? One of those weird unknowns. Somebody's going to be rich, though. If you bought a call when it was yesterday, I mean, each one of those calls is going to be worth. They sold at 22, and they'll be worth about 200. So, yeah, that's pretty good money right there. The Qs and the SPY are just dumping. They continue to dump. All right, so I am. Excuse me. Adding Zynga to the list. I need to clean up the watch list because it's kind of looking crowded. Lucid might do something, I don't know. Riot, I'm taking that off. NVAX. I don't know. It's just so expensive. Guess I'll leave it on there. Oracle. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna leave it on there just because it has. I think it has potential. And we're at the bottom of the channel right now, and it has potential. So I'm gonna leave it on there. Oracle. Boy, I'm tempted to go long on Oracle because it's at the bottom of the channel. But I don't know. It's a month channel. What's the weekly doing? Or the daily for that matter. What are we looking at? Hmm. Hmm. Leave it on there. mRNA. Gapping down. This is at the bottom of it. This is at a major support area 2-ish. Do 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 do. NVIDIA. Now, NVIDIA definitely broke down overnight. It's actually going to gap down to 265. Yeah, it's a pretty significant gap down. So if it wasn't so stupid expensive, well, we would do something with it this morning, but it'll be an education, put it that way. Apple's opening at 169. Nice. And that's right towards the bottom here. We'll have to see what it does. Roku. That's like the catchphrase of trading. We'll have to see how it does, or we'll see what it does. Because honestly, nobody really knows. 74. Okay. Roku is gapping down. Again, it's an expensive play. It's had a rough couple days here. Yeah. Tell you what, swing traders are doing pretty good right now, I'd imagine. MU. It's just kind of being whatever. Tesla. Oh, ouch, Tesla. It's below 1,000. Which, a couple weeks ago, it was below 1,000 too, so it's not like it's the end of the world, but I mean, 1,000 is definitely a key level. Nicola. And look at this. Look at this daily chart. The symmetry of these highs, just like don't, 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 don't. Almost as if it was planned. Hmm. 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 Boy. Just take this off. Twitter. So when you're charting, if you're ever like not quite sure about where a key level is, so like you have all of these, you can tell this is a channel right here, between 18th and the 19th, or I should say years, 2018 and 19. And there's a whole bunch of candle wicks. Like, well, which one? Where should my level be at? If it broke out, go over and take a look at where support landed at, and that'll give you a really good idea of where to put your candle, or I mean your charting line. Don't know why I'm charting Twitter, but it just seems like a good idea. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. 3869. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's right here. Ish. Basically a 35. Oh. Okay. 38. 35. Alright, so I think with. I think I might try doing something with Twitter. Twitter and Zynga, I think. Because they are both affordable and they have um, pretty tight spreads on their um, the options. Ooh, nice. Why do you have the day off? Nice. Very nice. Trying to like do a little bit of speed speed charting here. Just real quick. That. Oopsie. Before the market opens. All right, let's play ball. That's the bell. Yes, I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna wait for a dip and rip on Zynga, and then Twitter. Oops, I need to zoom in here on this one chart. Don't need that many options. There we go. So Zynga is dying, which is fine. Okay, I'm in Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. Yep. The spread widened out pretty bad on them. That sucks. I didn't realize that. Oh well, we'll give it some time, see what it does. Zynga. Oops. What did I get him for? 111. Okay, so I'm out of Twitter. Made, I don't know. Let me just think here. I made about 10%. Um, so with that um, big spread, I'm happy with that. I was kind of nervous being in that one. It might drop some more. It has potential to go all the way down to 35, but I don't know. With the spread being so bad, I'm not too interested in just losing money on it. So okay, so that's good. I had two of those, so um, made $26, so that's good. Let's shift over to Zynga and see if it's going to give us a nice little dip and rip. Looks like it bounced off of 850-ish. No, 868. Okay, so let's watch Zynga for a little bit and see what it does. See if it'll come out to play. This would have been a good day to actually do. Let's see, probably the Qs, because it's a very, very, well, I don't know. It's kind of falling into support, so let me see here. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty good support here, so we're gonna just. Oh, there goes Twitter some more. Nice. It was freaking me out, so I'm glad to be out of it. I might be missing out on some profits, but I absolutely hate when you have a $20 spread between the sell price and the buy price on the options, because that means that as soon as you buy it, you're automatically $20 under. And with the delta of 41, or well, 50, I guess, that means it's going to have to drop 50 cents just for you to break even. Um, and it's not having that much range, so okay, so Zynga. Let's wait for the confirmation of the dip and rip. I'm going to mm, the greater market is bouncing, so that's good. The question is, hmm, Lucid, come to Papa. It's not, well, it is a good range. Oh well, that's okay. Oh, I'm glad I'm out of Twitter. It's a bouncing. I mean, hey, it might fade the rest of the day, but I'm very glad to be out of it. I'm gonna get an Ethernet cable, run it up here. Okay, so all the tech stocks are bouncing. Good, good, good. Zynga is kind of a tech stock. Like, I mean, it's a gaming computer company, you know, or a software development, I should say. Oh, Zynga was acquired by Take Two. They didn't acquire Take Two. The other article said that they were. I don't know. TTWO. I haven't looked at the work chat. Did Ryan end up posting a a work or thing? No, okay. Oh, Nvidia is breaking down. All right, let's watch this here. Educational. So we're looking at it's at support basically at 259. So let's see what it does. It might need some more time to channel. Pretty much. So mRNA would have been a good. No, it wouldn't have been. Lucid would have been the play of the day. So you have the breakout above the first 2 minute candle at 41.25 ish, and then you could have rode it all the way up to either 42 or 42.50. That would have been very nice play. Oh, there goes Nvidia. Okay, there it is. All right. So I guess you could call this, yeah. So this is kind of a messy H pattern. You have a big spike, it fails that spike, goes down, makes kind of like the hump of an H, and then just keeps going back down. This isn't a super clean one because it's hitting this 259 level, which is major support on the daily chart. But like if 259 would have been at the bottom of the H right here and it broke down through it, that would have been a really good drop probably. It's a weird day, man. It's a very weird day. Zynga, you had so much potential. The spread on the options has become really, really yucky. So, well, you had potential, kid. More than likely, with something like this, when it channels really hard up against this number like 880 here, I mean, like all of the candlesticks, all the wicks just stop hard against there. Um, when it breaks out, like later, if it breaks out, then it's gonna. If it gets some good volume, it could break out very nicely, but it's in a channel between 876 and 880, like hard. Tesla's breaking down. Ooh, it's right at a support level too. What is this one candlestick here? The low on this one was 978.60. So this morning I talked about a few different chart patterns on the morning bits sections, and this would be I believe this would be a falling wedge pattern. Let me draw it out here. Are you able to see those lines? Okay, so you have your basically your flag pole, which is the first 2 minute bar, and then you have this wedge pattern that forms after the bullish move, and the break out of that, the lines here, the upper part of the wedge would be your entry. So that would be our entry right there at this green candle, and then your goal is going to be maybe the top of the flagpole or something like that. So, but that's a very nice a wedge, bullish wedge. Let me see here. Okay, I'll pull it up on the screen here. Boop. A falling wedge, I'm sorry. It's called a falling wedge. Yeah. It's not as pretty as in the illustration, but that's basically what you have right there. Make sure I'm not in any other positions here. No, good, okay. Whew. For some reason, I started to panic there. I'm like, now wait a minute, did I send an order in that I forgot about? Or oh man, that was intense with Twitter there. When the market opened, it only had a spread of about $5. I'm like, hey, I can do this. And then as soon as the price started to go up, the buy price, or which would be the ask went up, but the bid, which is the sell price, that just stayed where it was at. So it's just kind of like, wait a minute. So when I got executed, I saw the price going up, and I was fine with that. I'm like, hey, let's do it. So I got tried to buy it at about $98 per call, and it didn't execute. And I looked at it, and it was at 111, I think it was. And I was like, okay. So I got that, thinking that I could sell it for, $106 or whatever. But then I looked at it, and it was like the sell price was all the way down at like $95. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. Oh, it's just the supply and demand for that particular option. If it's not liquid enough, if there's not enough volume selling and buying for that particular option contract, it'll do that. People will be greedy and say, hey, I'm only going to sell it for this amount. And it's way more than what it should be. Yeah, hey, the falling wedge would have been an amazing pattern here for Apple. Would have taken some time, but it would have been beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, looks like Zynga is finally out of its little channel. Cool. I still think that if the market as a whole can go green, I think Zynga has the potential to go from 875 or whatever it's at right now all the way up to 10. I just do not have confidence in it as long as the broader markets are just kind of fiddling around and in the distribution. Here, let me show you something real quick. Was that it? No, this is it. Hold on. Chart patterns. Where did that go? Ah. Ah. This right here. Okay, so this is for a long setup, but oh, hang on, let me switch this here. This is for a long setup. If you were to flip it on its top, it would be for a short setup, just the exact opposite. But what you look for is you have these areas of accumulation where people are accumulating their positions. Then there's the breakout, which is a markup or an uptrend, as it were. And of course, the beginning of that at the breakout is the best time for buying, which is kind of a no duh kind of a thing. But then you reach into another stage of distribution, which we call that consolidation. But distribution is where the shares that have been purchased during this entire time are being sold to buyers who whether they're stupidly or intelligently trying to, buy up here, those are being sold by the people who were getting positions on the uptrend. So after this time of distribution, you have the downtrend, and that's when it breaks this support level of the distribution stage. And then people start to either panic sell or people are shorting it, and it drives the price down, and you go right back to stage one again, which would be the accumulation. It finds a bottom and it finds the support, and they begin to accumulate positions again at that level in preparation for another uptrend later on. And the point of this illustration is just basically whether you're going long or short, you basically want to be in the crowd. And when I was first trading, I'm like, I'm going to find the stock that nobody else has found. I'm going to find the one that is like the best out there, and I'm going to get all the profit from it, right? Well, that's the stupidest thing you can do as a trader, because what makes the price go up? A lot of volume. And what's about a lot of volume? That's everybody else buying and selling. So it's like you want to find the trend, whether it be the uptrend or the downtrend, and just surf on those waves and make money when everybody else is making money. And yeah, exactly. Let other people figure that out. And honestly, that's kind of like a really good thing for me to remember and practice, especially since I'm only trading for oh, there goes the cues. I'm only trading for the first hour. So if I can practice, why is this? up here. Hang on a second. There we go. I'm thinking about going short on here, but it's at such a key level here that might have just been a little boop, like the market makers faking people out so that they start shorting it and then they squeeze them. You know, I hate those situations. Doesn't look like it though. Looks like it's legit going down. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. 77.50. Oh, duh. I'm down here. Down here. Hmm. Oh, the FOMO is real. Hmm. Sometimes I wish I was a little bit more aggressive, but whatever. Oh, this is the 1 minute chart. That's why it looks wonky. Why am I on the 1 minute chart? There. That's better. Oh. Nah. I cannot type this morning. Yeah, the spy would have been probably the best play of the day because you have your first 2 minute candle. Get in at the break of that, and it has not looked back really at all. We have about $2.50 worth of drop, so we would be at about $100 profit right now. I probably would have sold at this support level. Just because. Wow. Crazy day. Very crazy. Tesla looks like it wants to break out of its channel. If it could, that would help the market, that's for sure. But I don't have much hope. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. Let's see if any news drops. Hmm. Yeah. Look how expensive these options are. $3,400 for one that's just outside the money. That's ridiculous. That's twice of this trading account, basically. The SPY wants more. More drop. Let the beat drop. There she blows. Yeah. No GME. Let's see, are those expensive still? That's gone down so much. Maybe they're not. In another life. Yeah, no. They're expensive. Expensive and a big spread. I literally cannot type this morning. It's so sad. Poor Apple. Man. Just getting trounced. Okay. Alright, I am going short on Zynga. Broke out of its little channel there. Probably going to bounce a little bit. We'll see. Oh, that was probably not a good decision. We'll see. We'll give it a couple minutes here. Guess technically it didn't break out or break down. It hit support. I should have had it on the main screen here. I was considering doing a bounce a bounce play off of 169 support with Apple. But I didn't, so there goes Tesla. Yay. Okay. I'm in Apple broke support here. So I am short on it, but I have a stop, a pretty tight stop. Just because if the market bounces, I don't want to be caught in a bounce. And I'm out. Got stopped out. Probably shouldn't have, but Bah, humbug. Mm-hmm. And this is what the market makers want you to do is like skip in and out and in and out and in and out. So creates nice volatility for them, you know. And I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a call on Apple because if it bounces off of here, it could be nice and profitable. Okay, I doubled up on my Zynga position because it's breaking down. Well, it's in a nice downtrend, so we will see. The options are really cheap and they're not fluctuating very much in price at this time. So I'm not like I'm not going to lose hardly anything if it, spikes up or something. I'll lose $5 basically. But if it can dip back down to below 850, I could make 30 or $40 on it. Yep. Yeah, I have a box position in Apple, so um well, I need to get off here. I'm actually going to let both of these positions just kind of ride for a little bit and see what happens. Um, I've got some stops set, so should be fairly safe. Hopefully. So yeah, I'm gonna get ready for work, and I'll see you at the job, I guess. So okay, go to work.